Hello everybody, so today I wanted to show you my World War II k98 bayonet. It is the German bayonet for the k98 rifle, or the k98K, which is the World War II model. As you can see, it is in pretty decent shape, all except for the leather frog here. It's in really nice shape. I mean, the scabbard is missing a bit of its paint, but this is a vet bringback, which makes it even more special. Another thing that adds on to that is it is all matching numbers, but we'll get into that later. So we'll start off by just taking a quick look at the knife. As you can see, it is in very good shape. See a little bit. The only issue is this is all corroded and it has rotted off, basically. So it is all rotted. The frog is basically completely unusable. That is one of the main issues. So taking a look at the knife itself, or the bayonet, you can see that it has a number right there, and it has the name of the company that made it, and a 39 right here. Now, this does have eagle stamps on it, 2 of them being right down there, and 1 of them being right here, just being a little bit more messed up. The blade, on the other hand, is in really decent shape. So you can see, a little bit corroded, the paint's missing, but it's in really good shape for its age. It also has 1 more eagle stamp here on the tip of the scabbard, right there. These bayonets are really hard to come across, especially matching numbers like this. Especially since this one still fits in really nicely. Just can't be too rough with it. You gotta be a little bit careful, because of the frog. But, as you can see, it's in very, very good shape for its age. In my opinion, at least. In my honest opinion, one of the major factors of getting one of these is making sure it's authentic, being able to look it down, let's put it that way. Because I could have ordered one a long time ago, because I've seen them all over the place, but they're either really, really expensive, or just too good to be true, like, $45 says it's all original, which, if you know anything about World War II collecting, especially these bayonets, they're going to be up in the hundreds. Most likely they will be up in the hundreds if they are authentic. This one being a matching number vet bringback in decent shape, for a very decent price. I just couldn't resist, and I went ahead and picked it up. Now, I did have their marching bayonet, but it was vandalized post-war by having a swastika carved into right down in there. You all might remember it, but I did want to eventually compare them, but I never thought that I'd find one of these, and I needed to clear out space at the time. So I did go ahead and sell it, so I do not have it to show, unfortunately. I'd like to, do a little comparison between the both of them. But now we'll look at the back of it, or the back of the frog. So as you can see, the frog is sadly rotted to the point of where it's almost falling apart completely. I'm surprised this part still holds, and this part right up here is in still really decent shape in my opinion. Now, I did buy this down at a pawn shop, but luckily it wasn't a place where the guys just don't know what they're selling. It wasn't labeled Nazi knife. It was labeled World War II k98 bayonet. It told you where all the stamps were. The tag had a shit ton of information about it, so, and all of it checked out. I looked this thing over I'd say a good 3 times before buying it. I just thought it was, too good to be true, because you gotta be really careful when buying this stuff at pawn shops, especially pawn shops, you know what I mean? Because they don't really always know what they're selling. I mean, I've seen some pawn shops try to call an M1 carbine an M1 Grand, they are 2 different rifles, people. But that's just an example. That was a while back, though, so I don't even know if they still have that. But anyway, I do hope to go down there and get more of their World War II stuff, because they have a good amount. They do have a good amount of World War II stuff down there. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, and happy collecting.